Started on that couch, couldn't catch my breath. Rob's got the stoke voice, Ben's coaching best. Emma joined the crew, brought balance to the mess. From zero to hero, community blessed. And we are live, that's how we start. 3 voices strong, 1 beating heart. Couch to coach, we're building art. Every step we take, we're playing our part. Keep running, that's what we do. Keep running, me and you. Keep running, through and through. Keep running, the whole crew. Keep running, dreams come true. Keep running, I'm talking to you.
And we are live. We are live and we have a special guest episode. As you can see, Ben isn't here just yet. He's running a bit late. He is on his way. So if you see me letting somebody in and he just comes in all flustered, probably swearing, that'll be the reason why. So I apologise now if he does come in swearing, effing and jeffing about the traffic in Birmingham. But we have got a very special guest episode. So we have Andrew Farrell, who is also known as RunStretchSucceed on Instagram. Hello, Andrew. Is it Andrew? Andy? What do you prefer?
I'm not bothered. Call me whatever you want.
Within reason. So we've got you on the podcast today because I know that you've just recently reached a massive milestone on Instagram. 10k followers.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
So how did it all first question is, I'm going to ask the first question. How did it all start? So I know you're an ultra runner and you're not just an Instagram sensation. I'm going to say you're an Instagram sensation. I love watching your videos. They make me laugh. They're really, really funny. But you're also an ultra runner and also a trail runner. So how did the running journey start?
So one of my students entered me. I have a fitness business. I do personal training. I teach pole fitness. And one of my students entered me in 5k, and I hated it. I hated every single moment of it. I thought I was going to throw up. I lost my vision. I was hearing ringing. And I was like, I'm never going to do that again. Till someone was like, you couldn't run a marathon. So I ran a marathon a year after, and then I ran a 50 miler a couple of months after that. And then I went to 100 miles, and then a DNF back. And then that was like basically the start of the journey.
So stubbornness.
Yeah, basically.
So somebody set you a target.
You went from a 5k to a marathon. Is that what I've just heard? You did the 5k, you didn't enjoy it, and then you did a marathon.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I think I did like a 10k and a half in between it.
Wow.
So
what was your first 50 miler then? Which one was that?
M12 by GB Ultra.
Yeah, I've done GB Ultra, Chester 50, and I'm doing it again next year. I love their events.
Oh, I'm doing it. Well, I've not got a place yet, but I'm going to get a place. I'm going to do Chester 50, 100, and I'm going to do the Cheshire Ring. What's the new one? What you've just done for the first time?
So we're all doing it, aren't we? So all 3 of us. So me, Ben, and Emma are also doing the Chester 50. It's our second ultra. So look, Emma's done a couple. So she's done a few ultras. Me and Ben did our first ultra last year. No, this year. I can't remember the date. We did Titiswear 50k. So broke us in July. Broke ourselves in easily with a 31 mile, and we're doing the 50 miler in February. So we'll probably see you there. But what I suppose ultra running, it's a niche. It's a very special part of running, isn't it? So what do you enjoy about the ultra running? Or do you actually, I'm going to rephrase that question. You said you hated the 5k. Do you still hate running, or are you just still doing it out of stubbornness, or do you actually enjoy running now?
Well, this is a really hard question to answer. I feel like most people who do ultras struggle with this question. I must like it to a point because obviously I just wouldn't do it. I am stubborn, but I'm not that stubborn. I think I just like the difference between the 5K community, I feel like I'm always bashing like the 5K community. The 5K community, even the marathon community, I feel like a lot of people at marathons turn up, talk about how they haven't trained for the race, go out, don't speak to anyone, finish, and then they get the time and then discuss whether we did well or they feel like we didn't do well. Probably talking about how they could have done better, because I feel like we all do that. As the ultra running community, like, it's more a day out. I guess unless you're a front runner and you go in thinking, I'm going to win this. But I feel like 97% of people at an ultra will never be the person who is going to be like, I'm going to win this. They're there for a day out, to meet people, to see friends they only ever see at ultra runs. Because I feel like you make a lot of friends and all what you see is the back of the head or spend for 5 minutes at spare to a running event. And when you see someone and it's not at a running event, it's like this massive thing where you're like, oh my God, we can actually speak for a minute.
Rather than having to look at somebody's back of the head. I saw a video on your Instagram that I think it was probably the first video I saw of you, that you were talking to yourself from the future, if that makes sense. So you were doing an ultra marathon, but you were talking to yourself as the Andrew that booked the ultra marathon, and you were telling yourself stop booking these ultra marathons because that Andrew doesn't actually have to do the ultra marathon. It's this Andrew now that does have to do that. That is what brought me into watching your Instagram, and I suppose that is what people always think about when people book a race, for example, or a marathon. It's like, yeah, I could do that. I did that a couple of months ago with a 20 miler. Yeah, I could do that easily. And then actually getting to it, you think to yourself, well, actually, no, I'm not going to be able to do it. I don't want to do this. Why have I signed myself up for that?
It's addictive, isn't it? It's
yeah.
Addictive.
Yeah, so what was the question again? I got a bit lost.
So it wasn't really a question, it was just a comment about the video. So how did the Instagram journey start? So and how long have you been doing the Instagram, and what made you start the Instagram videos?
So that Instagram kind of just happened. So I've always done social media since doing M12, the first one, I think. I recorded that one, did YouTube, recorded for about 5 years on YouTube, grown like a following. So that was going on well. I'm still trying to get like monetized and stuff. So everything I just do because I enjoy doing it. Tried to like blow up on TikTok because I was like, TikTok's dead easy to blow up on, so called. So I just was like, you know what? I'll just post it on Instagram, and nothing really like kind of like happened. And then suddenly, it weren't even like I was like, I'm growing. It was like one day I looked and I was like, oh my God, I've got like 5,000 followers. And then the week after it was like 6,000. The week after, like, I had like 1,000 followers in March. And then now I'm going to hit 11,000 tomorrow. So it's kind of just happened and I've just kept the ball rolling. And now I'm like, keep the ball rolling, because obviously you know what you're doing. You didn't know you wouldn't knew what you were doing.
And where did you get the ideas from for your videos? Because I started to do a few videos on Instagram. I never really did it before. Did any of this podcasting malarkey? I never really was focused on my Instagram or my Facebook or anything like that. But I have started to do a little bit. And where do you get your ideas from? Is it just something that comes to you, or are you a part of a community or anything?
So what? I've got like so I'm like neurodiverse anyway. So I've got like autism and ADHD, but I've got like a really strong internal monologue. So it's like I've got a voice speaking to me all the time, and basically this is what like the voices talk about when we have conversations. So I was just like, you know what? That other people must think this stuff, so we'll just record it. And then sometimes people don't get it. Some people don't find it funny. Some people think I'm weird as hell. And some people just get it. And obviously a lot of people just get it. So I found my people, obviously.
You definitely have. You definitely have. And we've got Ben with us now. So, Ben, this is Andrew.
Hello.
Andrew, Ben. He's just managed to finally join us.
Well, I'm really sorry. It's so rude of me to be late to do a podcast, but I had an opportunity to do a track session on a Monday night and I wasn't going to turn it down. So I am here. And I came in at a time where you said something that really resonates with me. Autism and ADHD. I'm in that club. So I can fully understand what you mean by the internal monologue. I've not been brave enough to put it all out on Instagram though. Your content is very entertaining, but also motivating at the same time, which is fantastic. Yeah. And what sort of feedback do you might, this question might have been asked, what sort of feedback do you get from the content that you're putting out? Is it all positive?
Do you know what, right? I'll tell you a story about other day. So I was in the pub other day, and this is the weirdest feedback you'll ever get. And someone was like, I'm trying to turn people gay through my content. Not even joking, yeah. So I literally got my phone out and were like, put a video on. And I was like, what about this is going to turn you gay? And then obviously he's like realised that he's not got a leg, so he started picking on because I swear in content. And I was just like, because there's kids on the internet, and I was like, shut up. There's people in the world who do all sorts on the internet and prepared to cause any hurt. But I feel like I do get a bit of that side, but then I get people messaging me saying I've inspired them. I feel like I get a lot of people, I only see the side of people messaging me, but I feel like there's actually a lot more people who just sit back. Because I've had spoken to a couple of people, and I feel like they're more watching than actually talking. So I don't actually know what everyone's view on it is, but I hope it's positive. I hope it's getting them out and running.
Well, I think it's positive. I really think it's positive.
I think it's really entertaining. It's just really funny. I just laugh at them. I just think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I agree. And I think, like I say, you're inspiring people to run, which probably wasn't what your intention was to start with, saying that you hated running. But that's what you are doing, because some of the stuff you say about getting out and just doing it, the crackhead energy, which I love the video about crackhead energy, which I'm sure other people have probably seen the video. How did that one go down? Because that one's quite close to the bone.
Right, so can I actually... Right, so I'm going to give a massive secret out about this. I was actually thinking you was going to ask this, and I was like, am I going to say this? So I can't remember if it was near Christmas last year, I'm sure. And I just got my phone out and said that while I was getting some noodles from the shop. And was like, said that I didn't go out for a run. So I'm like, go out for a run, go out, because like everything I say in that video, and then I went bed. So like I was like telling everyone go for a run, and I literally just was rough and got in bed. So I feel a bit of a fraud, to be honest.
Well, if it motivates anybody to go out for a run, I think you've done your job anyway. So I don't have any objections. Sometimes things happen on Instagram that don't actually happen in real life. Sometimes I put things on there which I'm planning on doing. Like I said, that the only reason why I run is to inspire my kids. It's not to inspire my kids. It's to meet people like you and to talk to people like you and find out about people that are entertaining, and also to inspire my kids. So Ben, you've already had a comment on YouTube. Apparently you look like Liam Gallagher.
I don't know where this has come from. This is
Julia. Get it.
I can get it. I think you do. He says, why does Ben look like Liam Gallagher? Laura Beach says, looking forward to meeting you at GB Ultra next year. Will you be attending any of the training events for Chester 50? That's a question from Laura. Andrew, have you got any plans to join any training runs?
I don't know. I have done the Chester 100 ones. I don't drive, so it depends if I can get there. So I might do, but also I might organise a couple for Chester 100 by myself. Do you get what I mean? And like,
I've seen that you've
so
put something
I might
out.
just put it out there so if someone wants to come.
I've seen that you've put one out for a social event in the next couple of, well, you've asked if people are going to be interested in doing this. Is that something that you want to do? Is that something that you're planning on doing, getting people together to do a run?
Yeah, I think so, because I feel like there's a lot of comments where people are like, oh, I wish I could run with you, or like people message me and say, so I just think I'll just organise something and then we can all like get together. Also, I feel like I run a lot on my own, so like it would be nice to run with people. Yeah. Also, if I ask people to run with me, they see it as like a threat, but like I can't run with you, and then they like run off, and I'm like, I'm not that fast. People have this thing where they think I'm like super fast, but I'm actually not. I just can run fast.
far rather than fast. So you've just, like we said before, you've just reached 10K, and you're doing a giveaway. So some of the brands that you're collaborating with, that you're ambassadors for, one brand that we are ambassador for, I know you're an ambassador for, Protein Rebel. I know that they're part of that giveaway. So I don't know if you want to talk about that and mention to people how people can get involved in that.
Yes, I've organised a giveaway for reaching 10K. I feel like I've done very well at getting some really good prizes, some really good brands involved. So we've got, hopefully I'll remember them all off the top of my head straight away. Protein Rebel, Will Powders, The Feats, Peak Collective, what I haven't actually launched yet. So I'm quite interested in what their gear is going to be like, but it looks really good. Sad Miles Club. Who have I not mentioned? And Performance Bullet, who were formerly Caffeine Bullet.
Yeah.
So we've all give prizes out. So there's going to be 2 winners, and I'm just going to try to split it equal. So I think I'm just going to kind of run at, kind of look at the page and be like, this is what I feel like you would want or would benefit you, on what I feel like the running vibe is.
So if the person wins the stuff from the feats, so the Fungus Shield, so if he allocates that to you, he's basically saying that you've got manky feet.
Yeah. So if you're a guy, I'm definitely just going to give you that. I feel like girls do stuff to their feet and take care of them, as I feel like guys don't.
So you mentioned the Sad Miles Club, and I noticed that you're wearing one of the t-shirts, and that's a relatively new brand. I don't know if you want to. Do you know the person that owns that company?
Yeah, I speak to the person daily. I can't remember his name. Actually, it was dead funny. So we started speaking about 2 months ago, literally messaging each other on Instagram every day. And then one day I was like, I speak to you more than everyone I know. What is your name? But we've got loads in common. So I don't know how old he is, but I'm assuming it's about my age, as I feel like we grew up in the same music scene. We was joking about something you shouldn't really joke about, what happened recently. It's not bad, but you just can't do it on social media because it's a bit of a sore spot. So we get on really well, and he started Sad Miles Club to raise awareness for mental health. So a pound from every t-shirt goes to Mind's mental health charity. And I feel like he's got some really nice designs, especially his new collection, that is this Distorted Reality collection. Also, he's brought some shorts out that look really cool. If you like Happy Striders, they're kind of the same vibe as that, so like quite bright and colourful. Yeah, and if you want 10% off, discount code RunStretchSucceed in capitals, I think. Off the top of my head.
He has got some very vibrant clothing, I must admit, and I know that he's trying to build his Instagram following as well. By every follower, he's running like, I think, a meter. So I think he's gone from 300 followers to about 600 followers now. So if anybody is listening, well, hopefully people are listening. If you are listening and you want to follow, go and follow Sad Miles Club. Obviously, go and follow Andrew as well at RunStretchSucceed.
So you're saying he's going to run 300 meters?
Well, no, I'm not entirely sure. I can't
You've
remember what it
you've
was.
got the
I
distance
can't
wrong there,
remember.
Silito.
Yeah, I think it is. I can't remember.
So
Go on,
I
Andrew.
think he's
Correct me.
doing about 5k for every 20 followers. So I can't remember. But go and follow him because he's not gone for a run today because he's got like stuff on. So he's doing a double run tomorrow and he's got like 30 followers today. So if we can make that like 100 followers, he's going to die. And I just love that. So like,
I'm following him now.
can everyone on Instagram just not follow him so he can do an ultra tomorrow? Because I think it'll be hilarious.
There you go.
Can
So
we say
day
that to Rob
40.
now?
Say day 40 of running 10 meters for every follower until 1,000 followers, and he's on 428. So if we all go and follow him now, or 462. Yeah. If we all go follow him now and get him to 1,000 followers, he'll have to be running until next week.
How many followers?
Yeah, please do that. I would love this.
How many followers have I got? I've got 1,400 now, I think. It's recently increased quite significantly.
Rob likes to get guests on the podcast and then do some silly challenges. So I think what we'll do is, if Andrew, if your followers are watching this or eventually listen to it, if we can get Rob to 2,000 followers, Rob will run a K for every follower that he has.
So 2,000 kilometers. Is that what you're trying to say? I've got to do for every kilometer, every follower. I've got to do 1K. So I've got to do 2,000 kilometers.
No, let's do 10K. 10K for every 2,000. Yeah, 10K for every extra follower.
How's that going to win? I'll be running forever.
How many followers you're on?
I'm at 1,473. So that's another 500 followers. So if I get another 500 followers, I'm going to be running like 5,000 kilometers. That doesn't work out. Anyway, back to Andrew.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one. So what's your plans for? I believe that are you bringing out some clothing yourself as well, Andrew?
So right, I have got asked to make merch, so I've made merch. I've just received it, so I might be like launching it in a couple of days. But I'm a bit worried because I don't want to be like one of them. I don't know. I just feel like it's a weird thing. I just don't. People have asked, so I'm giving it. So I hope it doesn't flop because people want stuff and then they don't want it. But I'm hoping to pay for my run coaching through the t-shirts. Okay. So like, I'm not going to just spend it on like rubbish. I'm literally want to do my run coaching. So hopefully I will be able to pay for the run coaching through the t-shirts so I can give knowledge through Instagram posts as well, back as well. So I'm hoping it'll just like feed back into Instagram and social media. And also I'll just do run coaching as well and try to bring some knowledge to my content. Even that when I do something like Clever, because I am a qualified personal trainer and I have been in the fitness industry for like 10 years now. If I do anything what's remotely educational, people don't like it. They just like swearing at me. They love a mental breakdown, but when I'm trying to do something productive, no.
That's where we're going wrong.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. We try and do educational sometimes, and it doesn't work. Maybe we just need to have a mental breakdown, have a conversation with our internal monologue. So what kind of merchandise are you going to be having?
I'm just going to launch a t-shirt and see how it goes, because I was going to go really in depth and do like loads of stuff. But I don't know how it's going to work out, and I've got like my studio and like other stuff I'm trying to do and trying to launch. So I'm just going to launch a t-shirt, see how it does, and then maybe if that works out, there might be like a clothing range next year and a bit more stuff. But we're just going to see how the t-shirt does on its own.
Yeah, we've been flirting with the idea of having merchandise. I'm currently in conversations trying to get. We've got a couple of hoodies. I've got this. This is my own branded. This is just a Protein Rebel t-shirt with the logo on. Emma's got her hoodie on, which Ben's got a hoodie. Emma's got a hoodie. and that's it. That's all the merchandise we've got. But we are flirting with the idea of actually trying to get it sorted. So we'll watch what happens with your merchandise. We'll use you as a guinea pig, Andrew, if that's okay. If you start selling it off well, we might start copying that and might start doing our own merchandise.
It's okay because I've copied the Sad Miles Club. I've been like, how do I do this? What do I do? I feel like he's done it a lot better because he's a clothing company, as I'm just trying to do like a bit of merch. So like, I'm just seeing how it goes. As I feel like he's got a lot more into it and has got a lot more goals in that wise. As I'm just going to see how it does.
But you're doing it for a good reason, though. I suppose to pay for something and pay for something that's going to pay back the listeners and followers. I think it's really good because like I say, some people go into it just to make money. Whereas what you want to do is you want to have the merchandise for every profit that you make will go into coaching. And that's what we're saying when we do merchandise. We've had conversations and what we've said is we don't want to make any money from the merchandise. We just want to give it whatever it costs to make it. So if a company says it's 20 quid, the t-shirt will be 20 quid because we don't really want to profit. We just want to get our name out there as the Couch to Coach Running Podcast. So that's what.
So Rob bought loads of iron-on transfers to make merchandise, which is how he made the Protein Rebel t-shirt. He's also ironed the iron transfers to every item of clothing that he has. So he goes to work in a shirt and tie with a Couch to Coach logo on it as well.
I need to give you some of mine so you can do mine for me because I don't iron.
I've only used two. So I've got two t-shirts. One I'm wearing now, and another one that I wore to the Silverdale Run Club. So if you want one, Andrew, and you want to make a personalised Couch to Coach / Run Stretch Succeed, I will post it out to you personally, and I'll get it to you. I'll take your details, and then I'll send it out to you. As long as you if you do a video with it while it's running, and doing a really good, funny video, I'll send you one. If that's a promise.
Go for it because I'll find a top to put it on. I've got loads of running tops. I'm fed up of getting running tops actually from running events because I feel like I do that many, but I've just got loads of like random tops. What I probably wouldn't wear that much. Do you get what I mean? Hoodies. Yeah. I don't wear hoodies. I've got loads.
I'll send you one out then. I'll get it out to you. Whereabouts are you from?
Wigan.
Wigan, right? Okay, so I'm not. It's quite a far distance. So I'll post it out to you. I'll post out, and I've got stickers as well. What I'll do is I'll leave you with Emma to ask a question while I find my stickers out.
So no you're doing the Lakeland 100. When's that?
So that is in July. So I had done the Lakeland 100 before. Yeah. It wasn't a good experience. Actually, it was quite traumatic. And by traumatic, I mean traumatic. I ended up on top of a hill. Lakelands is another level. Lakelands isn't like a real hard trail race. It's literally another level. It's like hell. And I literally was 30 miles up this mountain. It's meant to be a hill. It's a mountain. I couldn't stand up because it's been raining for 3 months. So I was falling down every minute. I fell on my running pole, snapped back. Then I got to a point where I was like, I'm going to die. And I'm not like, I'm quite positive when I'm doing ultras, but I was like, I'm going to roll down this hill, and literally die. And I just started panicking and had this panic attack. And I thought, you know what I'll do? I'll pretend I broke my leg, and then they'll have to come and get me, and then I won't die. And before I did that, I realised if I pretended I broke my leg, but they would not be coming in a car and just picking me up. This would be like an ambulance, to a point where it was that muddy. I was like, where's it going to land? So I just had to carry on. And then by the time I got over this, and I was like, I think I got to 45 miles. So this was probably about 25 miles in it. And it did get better after the 30-mile point. Because someone went, it gets better after. The first bit is just, it's actually, I don't know why I'm going back because it's actually traumatic. I'm actually I have to go back to finish it so I don't have to do it again. And we won't be doing it again. because it's just so scary, like, for me. Sorry if anyone's doing Lakelands and you was like really scared and I've just like made it worse, but it is big hurt. It's just, it was mental. It was just like something else. So I'm going back and we're going complete it. A lot more fitter now. I've done a lot more training. Strength training, I do like 50 miles a week, and then sometimes I try to aim for 100 miles per week, and I do flexibility training. If I can't get around it this year, I'm just gonna quit because I just literally can't do no more. I just
when
can't.
You say we, are you doing it with someone?
No, I think I'm just talking in third
in a
person.
monologue. With his
I'm in a monologue. I'm like, we. But I mean, me. I think I'm just
we're
talking.
going back and we're going to complete it. I was like,
I think I'm just talking third person.
He's talking about the future Andrew and the current Andrew and the past Andrew that booked Lakeland 100. That's the we.
You talk about pain, Andrew, from doing Lakeland. Julianne Kettle, one of our followers and viewers, has asked, why are you sitting on the stairs? Because the stairs look a bit painful.
I asked him to sit on the stairs. I felt really guilty because when we first started, he was in the studio. It was very, very echoey. So we asked him to sit on the stairs. I felt really guilty because I've asked him to sit
Hey, got me. You asked our podcast guest to sit on the stairs.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
I did. But Andrew did offer, to be fair. It wasn't all me. He did say, I don't mind.
It is very echoey.
Tell him to piss off and go and sit in your studio. You can't have the guest sitting on the stairs.
But we've just had a text off Sam Reeve as well, Ben. Why the F is he sitting on the stairs? On the naughty step.
I can't believe we got a guest on and you asked him to sit on the stairs. Andrew, if you want to sit in your studio,
I'm going to sit in the bathroom.
That would have been better. That would have been better. There would have been a lot more questions if you'd been sat in the toilet than on the stairs. So what's next other than Lakeland 100? What are your ambitions with the Instagram, with the running?
I want to do my run coaching, and then I just want to go more into fitness and like other sides of fitness I've not gone into. So I want to go more into personal training, run coaching, with running in general. I just don't know. I would like to do race across Scotland, but we have to do Lakelands first because in my head, if I can do Lakelands, I can do race across Scotland. I don't get why I'm thinking like that. I think I've just said like I have to do this before this.
So do you find yourself like thinking about because one of the things that I have with my internal monologue, if we say this, is I'll think of another challenge before I've completed a challenge, and the next challenge has to be bigger than the last one. Do you find yourself doing that quite a lot?
Yeah, I'm very like we can't go backwards. We have to go forwards. We have to go bigger because we're never happy. Like we are going to go bigger and bigger and bigger till we can't go bigger.
So the next question on that is: when you finished a challenge, do you find yourself feeling a little bit of a low? Like, oh, that's done, that's finished. I've got to do something else. Like, do you ever feel like that?
No, because I've already got it. It's not about like what we're doing next or I've got nothing, everything's pointless. So when I did leave to Liverpool a couple of months ago, I literally by like 30 miles to the end, I was like, I'm doing this again. I'm coming back in 2 years. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it better. I'm going to do it faster. To the point where I've got to a stage where like you do an ultra and then takes you like 2 weeks because you're like, I'm never doing that again. It was the worst thing on earth. And then a week later, you're like, oh, maybe I should do. I've got the point where the shadow people of hallucinations are gaslighting me to do it again before I've even finished. Like, and that's the mental, like, that is the mental side of it, where like people are like, you were crazy because you run ultras. No, I'm crazy because the shadow people are literally gaslighting me to do it again. I've not even finished and I'm still crying from this time.
I have said so many times, I'm never doing a marathon again. I'm never doing that again. And before you know it, you've signed up for something. And
through the podcast mainly. I don't think you would have done one if it wasn't for the podcast.
Well, I said I'd never do an ultra. You two made me do an ultra. I said I'd never do a marathon again, and I've signed back up for Manchester. I blame you.
Yeah. Ultras are better.
We actually said this. We did say this when we did Ultra
Tears for 50.
Really we said it was good, and I think it's something that is. It's not done enough by people. I think all the time people do focus sometimes on speed and times, and actually the good thing about ultras is there is no need to focus on times. It's all about good times, not clock times, right? That's what it should be about.
We're here for a good time and not a long time.
We're here for a good time, not a clock time.
Say that after you've had a few.
It's a good job I don't drink.
So we've got a lot of love on the YouTube for you, Andrew. People saying they can't wait. Look forward to following your training for the Lakeland 100. Might have a look myself. So Laura Beach has said that. Ultras are definitely better, says Amy Carney. Somebody else has said, off to follow now. Phone is ready to follow. The running community is great. So people talking about the video of you telling your future self not to sign up for an ultra again. So yeah, you're getting a lot of love on the YouTube. So thank you very much for coming on. What we're going to do is I'm going to hand over to you, Andrew, to tell people how they can follow you, how they can subscribe to your YouTube, how they can buy any of your merchandise that you're going to be bringing out. Because what I want to see, as I don't just want to see Run, Stretch, Succeed t-shirts, I want to see hoodies, I want to see mugs, I want to see Crackhead Energy mug. That's what I want to see.
Should I get the t-shirt? Do you want to see
Yeah, go get the t-shirt. Yeah. Go get it. We'll have a look.
I never thought I would heard that phrase on
Crackhead Energy.
Crackhead Energy.
You've seen that video though. That is the funniest video I've ever seen from Andrew. That one and talking to his future self. It is definitely one of the best videos I've ever seen.
I've seen the future self one, but I've seen the Crackhead one.
Oh, look at that! There we go. Oh, look at that! I just got crackhead. There you go. Don't want to run. I've got that crackhead energy.
I really didn't want to, and then I was like, "Oh, we'll do this quote from this video and this quote," and then like that many people's messaging me like, "This needs to be on a quote. This needs," and I just was like, "Okay, if you want it, you have it." But if you all cancel me, I'm coming to your door.
He's got boxes and boxes and boxes of the t-shirt in his studio, and he can't even work, and he can't even sit in his studio to do a podcast because there's that many boxes. He's got to sit on the stairs. So people are listening. So people that are listening now, go and buy the t-shirts because otherwise he's going to come round your house, and he can run far. So it doesn't make a difference if you live in Scotland or in Devon. He'll come to you and he'll find you. I'm definitely going to buy one. I'd love to run around in a t-shirt saying I've got the Crackhead Energy. Around Stoke-on-Trent as well, that is definitely quite pertinent.
How much do they cost, Andrew?
I've not worked it out yet because obviously I've got to set up like a Shopify, so it's not just the t-shirts, it's the other logistics, delivery, sort of thing. So
when you've worked
the t-shirts are good quality though, so like that was the first step. See if the t-shirts are like good quality because I'm not putting out anything what like you go and wash it once and everything's going to fall off. I just can't do that to people.
Not like Rob's t-shirt.
And I'm not having people flag me off the shit merch. Like my mouth not there, not posh, but like we're not having Pavel standards.
What we'll do is, when you've worked it out, we'll have a little whip round, me, Rob and Emma. We'll buy one and we'll do a competition for one of the listeners to win a Crackhead Energy t-shirt.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah. We'll do that. Like I say, we want to see Crackhead Energy mugs. That is definitely something I want to be drinking my tea out of on a Sunday morning and my son asking me, Daddy, what does Crackhead mean?
The thing with cups, I was looking into it. And I feel like I would have to sell a cup so much.
Yeah.
Just because, like, the price I'm going to sell a cup for, and then the delivery, it's going to be like a fortune for a cup. I might do it, and then I might just, like, see how you feel, but I just feel like it's going to be so expensive to get a cup delivered. But will people even pay it?
You'll have to collaborate. You'll have to collaborate with Protein Rebel, because Protein Rebel have got their own orange mugs. So on one side you could have Protein Rebel, and then on the other side you could have something. You could have a quote for that. Maybe if Liz and Tim are listening, because I know they listen to the podcast, let's make it happen. We'll have a three-way. We'll have Protein Rebel on one side, Couch to Coched on the other side, and then we'll have Andrew's quote on one side as well. That's what we'll do.
Just get as many people on this cup as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Run Sad Miles Club, get him involved as well. Absolutely. Why not? Thank you very much for coming on, Andrew. Really enjoyed the conversation. And what we'll do is we'll stay in contact, and we'll get you back on the podcast when you do Lakeland 100. See how you survive, and if you decide to finish, or you've decided to get an helicopter to come and pick you up.
I'm going to finish. This is not a discussion. We are finishing.
You'll be fine.
Like, we're not going back. We're finishing and not going back.
Both of you will
and then I'll tell you all not to go and do it.
Every single Andrew in there is going to finish. Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Future Andrew, present Andrew, past Andrew. Julianne Kettle says, great listening to you, Andrew. It's been a pleasure. Amy Carney says, finish line, not finish time. So you've just finished. Yeah. That's all you need to do is just finish. So thank you very much, Andrew. Like I said, we'll put all the details in the bio. If you send me the link to, once you get it all set up, how people can buy your merchandise, your t-shirts, we will push that out there as well. We'll get you some sales. And if you want to go and follow Andrew, please do go follow Andrew. He's on YouTube, he's on Facebook, he's on Instagram. Did you say you're on TikTok as well?
Yeah, TikTok, YouTube, everything. And I don't get why you don't all follow me already, because I'm like the biggest running icon out there. I'm like, why would you follow anyone else?
That's why we had to get you on the podcast. The people had spoken and they wanted to see the biggest iconic bitch. That's what you call yourself, I'm sure. That's what you said. Biggest iconic bitch. He does. He does. The biggest iconic bitch on the podcast. So that's why we had to get you onto the podcast, because people had spoken. So thank you very much for coming on the podcast. You do call yourself that, don't you?
Yeah, I call myself all sorts.
That's good then.
I'll keep it tame on the internet. I'll keep it tame.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and we will stay in contact, and we'll do a rate. If you're going to be there in Chester, we'll meet you at Chester. By that point, hopefully, we'll all be running around in Crackhead Energy t-shirts as well.
That'd be amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
See you, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.